Hi, this is Scott with the Hydroponic Gardener. This is episode 1 of our videos that we're going to be doing. We decided logistically the best way to do these videos would be to keep them in short segments. That way if there's a particular type of information that people are looking for in hydroponics, they can thumb through the videos and find the titled one rather than have to try and go through 20 minutes of video to find what they're looking for. So today we're just going to touch on the very basics of what you're going to need as a setup before we get into creating kits and things like that. The items I needed to list today were things that you're probably not going to find around your house, things you're going to need to buy online. And what we're going to start with is obviously fertilizer. You're going to need some liquid soluble fertilizer that you can use, water soluble fertilizer for your plants in hydroponics. And there are multiple variations of things you can get. They sell stuff at Home Depot that's already a liquid based nutrient for plants, but in my experience you're paying for the liquid. It's really kind of expensive and overpriced in that regard. Don't get me wrong, a lot of them work really great. I've used some of them when I first started out, but I found out through trial and error that the cheapest and most cost-effective way, which is the goal for a lot of people in doing this, is to get powder form. Powder form is good because it goes a lot further for your buck as far as what you can do with it. And what I use is Master Blend. It actually comes in a kit because you use 3 different elements here as far as what you put together in your mix. Master Blend, calcium nitrate, and magnesium sulfate, which is just another word for salt. So you can usually buy a kit online, a 2.5 pound kit, I think on Amazon. If you do a search for Master Blend, it is $25, I believe, and you can get a 5 pound kit for $30. So if you got a friend looking to get into it, pay the extra $5 and split it, you're going to save some money and you'll get just as much. That's probably the better deal, the $30 kit for 5 pounds. So your fertilizers are what you're going to need to buy online, so you have something to feed your plants. The other thing you're going to need to measure your nutrient levels and your pH levels in your water are some meters, and they look something similar to this. You can buy them in sets. This is a pH meter. This will measure the pH levels in your water. Plants, the majority of them are really happy around level 6 pH, and that's just because that's kind of the pH level that they need to be at to absorb the nutrients in the water. So that would be the best option in buying one of these meters to balance out your pH levels in your water. And I'll explain how we do that with the chemicals that you probably need to buy as well. You won't be able to find around your house. The other one is a TDS meter or a ppm meter. It's a total dissolved solids, is what TDS stands for, or ppm is parts per million. And that's going to measure the strength of your nutrients once you've mixed them into the water. Every plant has a certain level of nutrients that they need. Lettuce takes a lot less than, say, tomatoes and peppers, things like that. And those are things that you can find out through future videos and online as well. We'll give you some references for those down the line. So the meters, the fertilizer. The other thing that you're going to need is, it's called pH down. This is a gallon jug. You don't really need to buy one this big. I've got some pretty large reservoirs, and so I use a bit of it through the season. But this General Hydroponics makes this one. You'll find that online, and they come in a lot smaller bottles. It does a great job, but what I actually use is called phosphoric acid. It's a food grade phosphoric acid. It's 85%, what did it say? 85% purity is what it says on the title of it. That stuff seems to go a lot farther than just the regular pH down. I've used a gallon of this for a season, and I have reservoirs that I have 250 gallons of water in that I have to balance the pH on, so that really helps. The pH out of your tap water is going to usually be a little higher than you need it to be, so you don't necessarily need to buy pH up, because if you're putting your pH down in right, you really won't need to ever raise the pH level unless you accidentally put too much in, and in that case you can always add more water to raise it as well. But if you're looking to just get the bare minimums of what you need, probably the pH down would be all you would need. So you've got your pH down, your meters, and your fertilizer. The fertilizer mixes, I'll go over that a little bit real quick, just to explain to you how this would work. So when you're putting your nutrients in, to keep it simple, I mean, there's the liquid nutrients and stuff, you can have certain balances and things you got to do, but I like to keep everything super simple just so it's easy to do. It's a 2:1:2 ratio is what it is through the mixes. So with your Master Blend, you're going to put 2 scoops of that in, 1 scoop of salt, the magnesium sulfate, and then 2 scoops of calcium nitrate. That's how you mix it as far as its rations go, to make sure that it's correct for the plant to absorb the nutrients it needs. And it's easy. You do that to the strength you need it with your TDS or ppm meter, and then you're ready to go with growing those plants. So that's the best option there. We'll go over our next video. We'll probably go over a smaller kit to start with as far as what you can build at home once you get these items to get going on it, and maybe we'll talk about the seed starting and stuff too, so you know how to transplant the plants into the kit we're going to build. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below. If you like this video and find it informative and want to learn more about the future videos we make, please click subscribe and the bell next to it for notifications. Thanks and have a great day. Bye.